Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into a LeetCode problem called 3 consecutive odds. It sounds pretty straightforward, and our goal is to break it down so it's super clear. We'll look at what the problem asks, walk through some examples, and then explore a couple of ways to solve it. Ready? Let's go. Alright, so here's the problem itself. We're given a list of whole numbers, called an integer array. Our job is simple. We need to figure out if there are 3 odd numbers appearing one after another, consecutively, anywhere in this list. If we find such a trio, we return. If we go through the whole list and don't find 3 odds in a row, we return. The constraints tell us the list can have between 1 and 1,000 numbers, and each number itself will be between 1 and 1,000. Pretty simple rules, right? Let's look at the first example. The input list, gets is 2, 6, 4, 1. First, is 2 odd? Nope, it's even. Is 6 odd? Nope, even. Is 4 odd? Still even. Is 1 odd? Yes, but that's just one odd number. We need 3 in a row. Since we've reached the end and didn't find 3 consecutive odds, the output is. Makes sense. Now for the second example, the input list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 23, 12. Let's check. 1 is odd, that's 1. 2 is even. So our count of consecutive odds resets. 3 is odd, that's 1 again. 4 is even, count resets. 5 is odd, that's 1. 7 is odd. That's 2 consecutive odds. 23 is odd. That's 3 consecutive odds. 5, 7, and 23. Boom, we found them. So we can stop right here and return. We don't even need to look at the 12. Okay, so how can we solve this? The first idea, often the most straightforward, is to just, look at every possible group of 3 consecutive numbers. We can imagine a little window that slides along our list, always looking at 3 numbers at a time. For each window we ask, are all 3 of these numbers odd? If we find such a window, we're done. Here's what that looks like in Python. First, we get the length of the list, let's call it. If is less than 3, we can't possibly have 3 consecutive numbers, so we return right away. Otherwise we loop. Notice the loop goes from = 0 up to n-2, but not including n-2. This is important because inside the loop we're looking at the number at I plus 1 and the number at I plus 2. We need to make sure all these spots are actually in our list. So for each starting position we grab 3 numbers, the one at I plus 1 and the one at I plus 2. For each of these we check if it's odd. Remember, a number is odd if, when you divide it by 2, there's a remainder. If the first one is odd, and the second one is odd, and the third one is odd, then bingo, we found our 3 consecutive odds, and we can immediately return. If we go through all possible windows of 3, and don't find such a case, the loop finishes, and we return. Now let's think about another way. Instead of looking at fixed windows of 3, what if we just keep a running tally of how many odd numbers we've seen in a row? We can use a counter. We'll walk through the list one number at a time. If the number is odd, we increase our counter. If the number is even, then our streak of odds is broken, so we have to reset the counter back to 0. And the key part. Anytime our counter hits 3, it means we've just found our 3rd consecutive odd number, and we can return. And here's the Python code for the counting approach. We start with a variable, let's call it consecutive odds count, set to 0. Then, we go through each in our input list. If the total is odd, meaning, when we divide it by 2, the remainder is not 0, we add 1 to our consecutive odds count. If the p-wallet is even, then our streak is broken, so we reset consecutive odds count back to 0. After we've updated the count, we check, has If it has, we immediately return. If we get through the whole list, and our count never hit 3, we return. Let's zoom in on that loop. See how consecutive odds count tracks our streak. If five is odd, the count goes up. If five is even, any streak we had is gone, so count goes to 0. The crucial check, if consecutive odds count is equal to 3, happens inside the loop, right after we've potentially incremented the count. This means as soon as we hit 3 in a row, we know, and we can stop. This is quite efficient. So how do these two approaches compare in terms of speed and memory? For the simple scan method, where we look at windows of 3, we essentially pass through the list once. So the time it takes is proportional to the number of items in the list. We call this big O of n, or order n time, where is the length of the list. It uses a tiny fixed amount of extra memory, so that's order 1 or constant space. Now for the counting consecutive odds method, this one also just goes through the list once, so it's also order n for time. And for memory, it just uses one variable for the count, which is also order 1 or constant space. Both are pretty efficient. So to wrap things up, the core task was to find 3 odd numbers right next to each other in a list. We saw 2 good ways to do it. The first was to slide a window of size 3 across the list and check each window. The second, and perhaps a bit more direct, was to keep a running count of consecutive odd numbers, resetting it when we hit an even number, and stopping as soon as that count reached 3. Both of these solutions are nice and efficient, running in what we call order n time and using order 1 extra space. Hope that breakdown made sense and helped you understand the 3 consecutive odds problem a little better. If it did, feel free to hit that like button, maybe subscribe for more LeetCode explanations, or drop a comment if you have any questions or other ways to solve it. And hey, if you're feeling super generous, there's always the Boba Fund. Keep practicing, keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.